Pronouncing Spanish. The very best way to learn Spanish is to practice speaking it, and the very best way to get others to practice with you is to have near native pronunciation. And, of course, claro, the best way to acquire near native pronunciation is to keep on practicing. Do not listen to people who say this is impossible. Prove them wrong. As many gringos who now have wonderful friends, wonderful jobs, and a sense of accomplishments have done before you. Make it fun. Try not to sound like a gringo. Really, getting over this hurdle is 90% of the process. Patterns of Spanish sounds. Look at the letters and try to pronounce them according to the Spanish patterns. You may want to mark problem letters, those that are pronounced differently than English letters. First, learn to pronounce the vowels. There are only 5, and they are always pronounced the same in every dialect of Spanish. To make each vowel, first open your mouth to the beginning position for the suggested similar sound in English. Make the sound and do not move your lips or jaw. If your mouth is in the right shape, the vowel sound will be correct. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A is similar to the doctor's ah. Don't move your jaw. E is similar to the E in effort. E is similar to the E in weak. Smile wide and freeze it. O is similar to the O in Los Angeles. U is similar to the U in tuba. Stop and freeze before rounding your lips. 2 vowels can occur together. If one of them is I or U, they are considered to be one unit. Be sure to freeze your lips and jaw on the second sound. I before another vowel sounds like an English Y. Ya, ye, yo, you. U before another vowel sounds like an English W. Wa, we, we, wo. I or U after another vowel also fuses 2 sounds into one syllable. I, oi, I, au, u. When a written accent mark occurs over one of these vowels, 2 syllables should be pronounced. Pronounce the vowel with the accent mark with more emphasis. The English pronunciations given here are only approximations. Keep your lips and jaw tight as before. I, a, I, e, I, o, u, a, u, e, u, I, u, a, I, e, I, u, I, a, u, e, u. When the other vowels occur together, they glide from one sound to the other, forming 2 syllables. Ae, ao, ea, e, o, a, o, e, o. The letter Y after a vowel is pronounced exactly like the Spanish vowel I. I, le, oi, muy. Now practice the vowel sounds as you learn the consonant sounds. The letters B and V represent the same Spanish sound. It is similar to the B in but. Base, bebe, bife, bobo, bus, vaso, veo, vino, vos, vulgar. The letter C before the vowel A, O, or U is similar to the K in walking. Before E or I, the sound is spelled Q-U. Café, coco, cuna, queso, cumica, tequila. The letter C before the vowel E or I and the letter Z before A, O, or U are pronounced in Latin America like S as in sun. In much of Spain, they are pronounced like the th, a thumb. Cena, cinco, zapato, zorro, zumo. The letter S is also pronounced in Latin America and in Spain like S as in sun. Sale, se, si, solo, Susana. The letter K occurs only in foreign words like the words kilo and kilogramo. The letter CU before another vowel like the QU in quick. Cuando, cueva, cuidado, cuota. The letter CH together are just like the CH in chip, cha-cha-cha, cheque, chico, choza, chulo. The letter D at the beginning of the word is similar to the D in dinner between vowels. It is like the TH in brother. Dama, dero, dera, diga, donde dura. The letter F is pronounced like the F in father. Fama, feo, finco, formula, fuma. The letter G before A, O, or U at the beginning of a word is similar to the G in girl. Before the letters E or I, the sound is spelled GU. Gana, goche, gusto, gueto, guia. Between vowels, it has a sound that does not occur in English. It's like G as in girl, but said as if you have a sore throat. You let the air come through the passage instead of stopping it. Amiga, pague, aguilla, amigo, aguro. Aguila. The letter G before E or I can be pronounced like a strong H, as in help. It is like the G between vowels as described above, only with no voice sound. Gesto general, gimnasio, gigante, gitano. The letters GU before A or O can be pronounced like gua, hua, or like W in wash. Juantes, huera, huito. Note that the letter W is used only in foreign words. The letter J has the same pronunciation as a G before E or I. Jaleo, jefe, jirafa, joya, jugo. The letter H is always silent, just like the H in honest. Hago, hecho, hijo, honesto, jugo. The letter L at the beginning of a syllable is similar to the L in lost. Lava, leche, liso, los, luna. At the end of a syllable, the letter L is a bit like the double L in what'll we do. Al, del, albañil, alcohol, Raúl. The letters LL are pronounced as a single word, either like YY as in say yes, or like J as in jar. Llave, llevo, allí, llora, lluvia. The letter Y at the beginning of a syllable has the same two possible pronunciations. Ya, yeso, yin, yo, yuca. The letter M is pronounced like the M in man. Mamá, mes, mima, mano, música. The letter N is usually pronounced like the N in name. Nada, nació, ni, no, nuro. Before a syllable beginning with CA, QUE, QUI, CO, CU, or GA, GUE, GUI, GOGU, it is pronounced like the ng of sing. Nunca, tanque, yanqui, banco, vinculo, venga, merengue, mango. The letter ñ is pronounced like the ni of onion. Niña, niñera, compañía, año. The letter P is pronounced like the P of spin. It is not followed by a puff of air like the English P at the beginning of a word. Instead, it sounds close to an English B. Pan, pepe, piña, pobre, puya. The pronunciation of R is nothing like the English R. It is much more similar to the underlined letters in the following English words. Body, Betty, very, Eddie, iri, ada, ora. The letter R at the beginning of a word is pronounced exactly like double R described below. The combination double R has a trilled sound that can be learned with practice. Here's how you make it. 1. With the tip of your tongue, find a spot behind your top teeth. 2. Open your mouth wide, bringing your tongue down. 3. Bring your mouth to an almost closed position, keeping your lips open. As you do this, place your tongue loosely on the spot you found in step 1. The air that comes through as you close your mouth will cause the tongue to tap repeatedly. Make a sound with your voice as you do this. Yara, torre, arriba, arroz, arruina, rana, recibo, río, rosa, ruinas. The letter T is similar to the T of sting. It is not followed by the puff of air that accompanies the T at the beginning of the word in English. Taza, techo, tiza, toro, tuna. The letter X is like the sound of X in works. Exacto, excepto, exio, lexico, exotico, exumo. The letter X in the word Mexico and in some other words of Mexican origin is pronounced like the J and GE and GI sound. Using accent marks, sí o no. An accent mark called a tilde in Spanish is used over the emphasized vowel in a question word. ¿Quién? ¿Dónde? ¿Por qué? ¿Cuándo? Over the vowel of certain one-syllable words that have homonyms with different meanings. Sí, te, él, mi, tú, más. Sí, te, él, mi, tú, más. In Spanish, if a word is emphasized on the next to last syllable and a tilde is not required, as long as one of the patterns is followed. Cuidar, reloj, animal, trabajar, estoy, arroz. Exceptions to this pattern require a tilde. Arbro, almíbar, lápiz, difícil, alcázar, González. Running words together. Spanish words sound as though they are all run together. There is rarely a break between words. Also, when a word that begins with a vowel follows a word that ends with the same vowel, the vowel is only pronounced once. Practice this by reading aloud, linking the words as follows. Jaime es mi amigo. Jaime es mi amigo. Jaime is my friend. Vamos a la universidad. Vamos a la universidad. We're going to the university. Fuimos de vacaciones en agosto. Fuimos de vacaciones en agosto. We went on a vacation in August. If you practice reading and speaking in this manner, you will more easily understand spoken Spanish. Here are a few sentences to help you show off. ¿Cómo está usted? ¿Cómo está usted? How are you? ¿De dónde es usted? ¿De dónde es usted? Vamos a comer. Vamos a comer. Es usted muy amable. Esta ciudad es muy bonita. Me encanta hablar español. Por cierto, pronunciation is a skill that requires a lot of practice. Reading aloud is one of the best ways to do this. Chapter 2, Being Friendly. A really fun way to let the Hispanic world and your brain know that you are open for business is to memorize, not an evil word, lots of phrases and to use them whenever appropriate. When you say hola to your Spanish-speaking friends, they immediately know that you appreciate them and want to learn from them. Saying hello. Here are a few ways to say hello to people as you go about your day. At any time of the day or night, you can greet someone by saying, Hola, ¿qué tal? Hi, how are you? And if someone greets you in this way, you can respond by saying to a good friend, Bien, gracias, ¿y tú? Fine, thank you, and you? To someone you don't normally socialize with or whom you would call Mr., Mrs., or Doctor, Bien, gracias, ¿y usted? Fine, thanks, and you? En la vida real, when good friends meet and then say goodbye, women normally touch cheeks and kiss the air on one, the right cheek in Latin America, and both, the right then the left cheeks in Spain, with both their male and female friends. Men look over each other's left shoulder and pat each other on the back in an abrazo. To be more specific, you can say between daylight and lunchtime, buenos dias, good morning. Between lunchtime or noon, depending on the country and darkness, buenas tardes, good afternoon. After dark, buenas noches, good evening, good night. En la vida real, buenas noches is a greeting. What? See, it's more like good evening. It's English good night that means only goodbye. Meeting new people.
Whenever we meet someone new, we're expected to say something, not just stand there and smile or wave. Here are some commonly used expressions when you're introduced to someone. You can say, mucho gusto, glad to meet you. If the other person says mucho gusto first, you can say, el gusto es mío, the pleasure is mine, or igualmente, likewise, same here. To be extra charming, you could say encantado if you are male, delighted, I'm charmed. Encantada if you are female, delighted, I'm charmed. Welcoming new people. There's a big sign at an international airport near Washington, D.C. that reads, Bienvenidos, that works to welcome all Spanish speakers, but if you want to express the sentiment to individuals, it's a little more complicated, even involving a little grammar. To say welcome to one person who is male, bienvenido. One person who is female, bienvenida. Several people, bienvenidos. A group of only females, bienvenidas. Being polite at a meal. Mealtime is usually more formal in Hispanic cultures. The main meal in particular is usually in the middle of the day, and it is considered imprescindible, essential, to be seated and to have several courses, followed by coffee, before even imagining going through the rest of the day. If you are sharing a meal with others, here are some polite phrases you can use. Before a meal, buen provecho. Enjoy your meal. To toast someone, salud, to your health. To compliment the cook, la comida está muy rica. The food is delicious. En la vida real, it is considered extremely bad manners to eat or drink on a bus, metro, or train, or in a classroom. Celebrating. It's important to show your appreciation and admiration for other people's celebrations, milestones, and achievements. Here are expressions for various occasions. Felicidades, congratulations. Feliz cumpleaños, happy birthday. Felicias fiestas, happy holidays. Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas. Feliz Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. Feliz Año Nuevo, happy New Year. And here's one that works for any occasion. Feliz dia, have a happy day. Being polite. Consideration of others' feelings is always important, and it's a good idea to notice what the locals do in different situations. When in Rome, I mean Madrid or Mexico City, here are imprescindibles, the things you must know. Por favor, please, gracias, thank you, muchas gracias, thank you very much, muchísimas gracias, thanks a million, de nada, you're welcome, perdón, excuse me, con permiso, excuse me, I have to leave, lo siento mucho, I'm very sorry. Emergencies. We should always be aware that accidents can happen at any time and be prepared to ask for help if necessary. I mean, just imagine needing a doctor or a policeman and not knowing how to get people to help you. If you need help, here's what you need to say and loudly. Socorro, help. Ayúdame, por favor. Help me, please. And if you see that someone else is in danger, you can warn them. Cuidado, watch out. Saying goodbye. Adios is pretty much known by everyone in the United States, but its pronunciation needs some serious attention here. It is so often pronounced with English vowel sounds and with 3-syllable that is unrecognizable in Spanish. Be the leader here. Teach your friends to say it in 2 syllables with the stress on the second one. Adios. Since the D comes between 2 vowels, it's pronounced like the TH in brother. Just a reminder, and since its literal meaning is to God or I'm leaving you in God's hands, adios is meant for rather long-term goodbyes. Here are some expressions for shorter-term absences. Hasta luego, see you later. Hasta mañana, see you tomorrow. Nos vemos, see you soon. Feliz viaje, have a good trip. It's also common, especially among Central Americans, to hear, que le vaya bien, may all go well with you.